Here we go. The site's up. Are we gonna see something? There is a balance patch. Pause. There is a class balance patch. I see it, bro. I see it. All right. In the last class balance patch, we just damage stats of class with exclusive deviation was conferred in line with the stabilization of the end content index. After another, as a way to alleviate performance differences, consistent subject adjustments and improvements made are such as deleting specific target conditions for identity, adjusting the difficulty of operating some skills, and providing options for recruiting other skills. Survivability. Oh shit! They increased the tankiness. Summoner health coefficient 2.0 to 2.1, a whole 0.1%. Arcana 2.1, Bard 1.9 to 2.0, Sork 2.0 2.1, Devil Hunter. This is probably Deadeye. 0.5 more, 0.05 more. Blaster, Gunslinger 0.9 to 0.95. Sharpshooter 0.1. Oh, a lot of classes went up to 0.1. Demonic 0.005. Berserker, the effect of madness has been changed as follows. Let's see. And all damage received at 72%. So they got tankier. They got 2% tankier, chat. Woohoo! All right, Destroyer damage amplification content. So Destroyer got buffed. Amplification coefficient, right? This is actually really. This is the biggest buff actually, like if in a category, because it increases the whole fundamental damage increase. Even though it's like 0.51, this 0.1 it scales up crazy with specs and stuff. They kind of reverted the GT nerf. Gravity weighted mode damage increased by 5.6 in PvE. Wow. Spearmaster, this is Glaivier. Glaivier, it feels like they changed their stagger because Glaivier stagger sucks. Also the engraving Temperance. I think Temperance is that's the control Glaivier. Okay, control Glaivier. Oh, so it seems like control Glaivier, if you use your dual gauge, your spacebar cooldown decreases by 2 seconds. That's interesting. So it kind of works like handgunners. Blaster Artillerist got buffed 0.50 from 0.48. This is another big increase. Bombardment damage increased by 4.3. So this is the Barrage Artillerist. They got buffed. Rotates in the direction of the mouse and fires continuously, causing it to end damage of floating in the air. Oh, yo, they remove. Actually, they remove. So I actually didn't know this. Apparently, you do more damage, 30% more damage when they're staggered, huh? I did not know that. So they increased at 4.3, but they don't do 30% more damage when they're staggered. So they actually remove that. No bonus damage on stagger. All right. So we got Arcana too. Arcana seems like combo safety device tripod. Oh, so they increased the seconds that you get the attack speed increase buff. So that's nice. That makes it easier. And they increased the stagger for 4 card. They decrease the amount of time that it takes for evoke to do damage from 3 to 2 seconds. So I don't know if you actually use these tripod, but the awakening damage increased by 310%. Yo, that's a lot. This says death sentence. I guess that's the other one. I guess that's the one that the Reaper kind of comes out and slashes. Card, and it seems like you have a higher chance to draw these cards. You don't draw like Ghost and Clown and this is Deteriorate, I guess. I don't know what the card name is. And the star card is changed too. Oh shit. So it seems like instead of recovering mana, your mana is frozen for 12 seconds and your rate of spending mana is minus 100%. So that means you just use free mana. They switched it from recovering to like freezing your mana point. And then this one, I think is reward that does 10 seconds. It's changed to 12. All right, so we also have Summoner. Summoner, what? Every single skill for PvE has increased by 26.8%. What the hell? 26.8% increase of all skills. That's like 2 engravings. Holy! What the hell, man? Wait, but maybe there's a tripod change. Oh, maybe this is like that Gunlancer change. The horse attack is increased by 45%, but it seems like increased by 50% on mana cost. But you know the attack buff that you get from spawning the doggo, right? This tripod disappears, so you don't get that 44% increase though of attack power. And L seed. Oh, so they literally removed the attack buff modifier, and then they they converted it into damage. That's like the exact same change as Gunlesser. You know how they removed the bash attack buff for red, but everything else does just more damage. So they kind of made it easier. So they raised the floor. And it seems like LC does so every time LC attacks, the synergy is increasing defense by 12% by 6 seconds, right? So it'll be easy to apply synergy as well. And Shurdi, so Shurdi doesn't do the synergy anymore. It says mana cost. They increased the damage of the ancient ones from 12% to 20, so that's 8% increase. And communication overflow, what is the change on this? Let's see. 15, 30, they increased 10% on the attack. They just increased a bunch of damage. So summoner, they made it easier and they just increased damage. That's the best buff that you can get, actually. It made your class easier to operate and you do more damage. All right, let's see Sorks. Every single skill generates 10.2% more meter. Inferno damage increased by 9.5%. Decrease in mana spend, and you gain 15.4% more the more identity gauge. And the cooldown of this skill is decreased from 18 to 14 seconds. And this tripod where it increases, this other tripod, it says it changed to increased in animation but does more damage. And also, so maybe they're trying to make people use Inferno. Doomsday has been decreased to 30 seconds instead of 32. That's actually pretty good. I heard you guys only have like a -2 + 2 second differentiation for like landing the second Doomsday. This makes it easier, and you can even have less cooldown gems if you want to. 2 seconds is a lot. That's like a pattern. The mana cost of Doomsdays decreased by 3.2%, and the attack range of the Doomsday is increased by 10%. This is also big too. It's bigger now, right? So it's harder to miss. And it says after casting, the time that the meteor lands on the ground has been decreased, so it's faster animation, falls faster. After using the skill, the cancel timing is faster as well, so you can cancel quickly. I guess Saint can check it out. It seems like all the tripods are changed to adjust like the damages. Yeah, and it increased more damage. From 20% to 24. This is the one that you have, you know that icon that goes like this? The caught icon? That one. The mana amplification. Magic amplification. It's from 20 to 24%. And the lightning, same thing. The magic amplification thing, the one that goes like that. It went from 20 to 24. So you got additional 4% more damage. And then reverse gravity has been decreased to 22.7% on gaining the identity gauge. You can increase the stagger of that particular skill by mid if you want to. And there's another tripod that they switch. Instead of seed monsters, they said you deal 213.9% more damage with reverse gravity, but you can't generate identity gauge. So I guess it's kind of for like reflux. This one's Apocalypse. So it says skill type is going to be, they changed the other awakening. It says skill type is going to be regular click, and the meteors are going to be landing in a small circle, I guess. And then each of those fragments have been increased by 28% and increased their stagger for it as well. And this doesn't generate meter. So this is for reflux, I think. I think I did a little bit of stuff for reflux. And the igniter also changed. During the ignition, your crit rate has been increased to 30% instead of 25. That's a lot. 25 to 30%, that's an adrenaline. Yeah, the igniter buff, I think the Sork got some good stuff. Sork and Summoner got some real good stuff. I think Arcana got real good stuff too. And Glaivier got some help on the stagger. That's it. There's no more balance patch. So all these are basically, like bugs on the raid. But let me see the nerf for Echidna actually. Okay. Gate 2 of Echidna HP is decreased, and they also decreased the snake's HP. They increased the amount of time required until Berserk from 8 minutes to 9 minutes. Her counter is slower now. That counter was so hard to land. She does like a model walk and you have to stagger her. This is longer now, so we have more time to stagger. You know, the flying thing and trying to charm people, that the cone shape has been decreased, and whatever pattern has a longer animation. And this is for hard mode. So I don't know what this one is. I think it creates like flowers, but I think it just made it easier. Oh shit. So this one, when you get grabbed, everyone everyone gets knocked out. It's the absolute knockout. So you couldn't do tenacity for it, but I think they nerfed it as you can use tenacity for the explosion that she does at the 0 bars. So yeah, that was the balance patch, folks.